Hello everybody, Bradley here, coming at you live from Vancouver, Canada with another DEITY Civ 6 gameplay series. Earlier this week, Sukritacts, one of the best Civilization 6 modders in the game, came out with a brand new Iceland Civ that he had completely created out of nowhere just to add a brand new Civ into the game. And we were having so much fun on Twitch, link in the description if you want to catch the live streams, playing as Ingolfr Arnarsson that I couldn't help but play another game just for you guys on YouTube. Feel free to pause the video here if you want to know exactly what Ingolfr Arnarsson does. We'll be talking about it a lot as we go through the game. There's a lot of stuff with appeal and with great writer points. Mostly the fact that appeal does a lot for your empire in terms of placing districts down. If you place a district on a breathtaking appeal tile, it gains extra production towards it. If you place your cities down on high appeal tiles, you get more loyalty in those cities. So appeal is going to be a really big factor early on. We have these law speaker units that are unique to Iceland that kind of augment our great writers and make them very good. So we're going to go for a culture victory today with a heavy focus on great writers and making sure that they're fantastic. We have these torf bears, which are like aqueducts, except for they're very, very, very good. You don't need to place them near a city or near a river or a mountain or anything like that. And they have these cool bonuses down here, but they don't give you any extra bonuses for industrial zones, and so that's going to be a little tricky for us to district around them, but we'll figure it out. And then up here, we have a few cool things just for the early game here. You know, settlers and recon units receive +1 movement and +1 sight. That is going to help us get on the map earlier, settle our cities, and we're just going to work from there and see what kind of cultural empire we can build as Ingolfr Arnarsson. In terms of game setup here, we're going to go really, really standard. This is going to be a really casual, kind of fun game just to show off this awesome Civ to you guys. We're playing as Ingolfr Arnarsson. We're going to play on a Highlands map. I think a Highlands map gives us a little bit of extra production, a little bit of space, but we're not knocking any Civs out or anything. This is just a normal Highlands small map, so that should be good for us. Everything is standard except for our start position. We're going to give everyone in the game, even the AI, a legendary start position, which is going to be good. In terms of game modes, we have Barbarian Clans, Heroes, Monopolies, and Secret Societies. Pretty normal stuff. Everything else is on and normal. We are not playing with better balanced start or anything like that. However, there will be a few UI mods in the game for policy cards and, you know, pinning and those types of things. Mods you're used to seeing, but mods you should also definitely check out if you haven't yet, but they won't impact the game at all in terms of the balance. They'll just give us a little more information than we are used to receiving. I couldn't imagine a much better start really for Iceland. We are definitely getting our legendary start here. So we are going to play this game. We are on a continent split, which is just the best possible thing for getting more amenities, more luxury resources. We're going to have our scouts exploring really fast, so that's just perfect for us. We also have the ability by removing these rainforests here to make both of these tiles breathtaking tiles so we can get some extra production towards some districts there. So that is going to be exciting. Mostly this is just a perfect start, 2-2 start on fresh water with a couple of 3-2 tiles to work. A couple of things we're looking for here: a really good campus, a really good commercial hub, pretty good Temple of Artemis. We're starting to think about those things here, so I'm just super happy, and we are going to settle in place. Reykjavik, the capital of Iceland, is down. However, we are going to rename our cities in this game. I just want to take a quick minute to thank all of the people who are supporting this channel through kind of the YouTube supporters program, whatever you want to call it, the channel member program. That link is in the description. There are quite a few people, you know, giving a few bucks a month to help keep this channel sustainable, to help make sure we can pay Anvar's, the editor, and those types of things. And I really appreciate it. So Annie Banannie, hopefully you're in the comments for this one. Annie Banannie has subscribed at tier 2, which is just awesome. So Annie Banannie's Palace, we'll call it. And Annie, just thank you so much for all your support. There's a few things I want to accomplish early on. Obviously, animal husbandry is quite important, so we can work these tiles here. We want to be able to clear this copper for some gold. We do need to be able to clear the rainforest and these bananas here for the plus, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 campus that's going to go down here. So it's a good campus and a good holy site early on, so I am super happy. Probably build the Temple of Artemis right here as well, and so we'll pin all this out and figure it out. For now, though, I'm going to go animal husbandry first. It also helps reveal horses, which can be helpful for us later on to find some production on some tiles that might not otherwise have it, and then a scout, because our scouts are way better than normal, and so getting scouts out early is a good choice, but also because getting scouts out early is usually the best move regardless. As you can see here, our scouts are getting +1 movement. Scouting is so important in any game of Civ. There are only so many tiles on the map, and you need to see those tiles to get the information. But also, on Deity, it's pretty hard, and so you're going to need to first meet those city-states. You're going to need to get those goody huts to kind of build any advantage you can. But you can see this extra movement here is just so valuable for us. There's another geothermal fissure, which helps with appeal in this game as well. So that's probably a good settle spot for us, so we can make the most use of this tile. So we're starting to see the map and, you know, put a picture together of what we want to achieve here, which is awesome. I'm actually going to double scout this. With scouts being just so good as Iceland, I think getting 2 of them out is going to be valuable. I 100% want to head into Void Singers this game, so I'm hopefully going to get that with this goody hut up north. And to do that, I want to have a monument already built, so when we do go into Void Singers, we have some old god obelisks ready to go. So fingers crossed. Beowulf? Yay, we did it! So we got the Void Singers discovered. That is perfect. Now I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm getting zona controlled. Never mind. And we got a whole nother scout. So now we have 3 scouts kind of roaming around the land. That is more than enough for us. I'm not actually going to go into Void Singers right away because of the fact we don't have that monument built yet. So I'm going to go Pingala early on here. I want as much culture as possible to zoom us through the culture tree here. As with any sim game, you want to really start kind of getting in your head the strategy you want to go for pretty early on. These don't have to be set in stone. You can change things as you go. So here we just have a really obviously good settle. You can settle right on the fresh water. You have some good tiles to work. You have a great campus. All of this breathtaking appeal makes it so you can put down districts a lot easier. All of that stuff is great. Pretty simple stuff up here. I realize I'm asking for a lot in the capital. The Oracle is going to be the linchpin of our whole system. We want as many great writer points as possible. We're going to get some extra great writer points because we're Iceland and the historic moments give us more, but we definitely want this Oracle right here, and then from there we just get a good campus, a good theater square, and hopefully we'll be well on our way to victory. Nagaz Garmu is in the game, but we are not a first meet, which means somebody is in the area. Time to get our Scooby-Doo whatever, our Sherlock Holmes cosplay out so we can deal with these guys wherever they are. Really simple stuff with our code of laws, kind of initial policy cards here. Discipline, fantastic for the barbs. And God King is going to help us get to our first pantheon. I said our first pantheon as if you get multiple pantheons. It's going to help us get to our only pantheon. Ooh, ooh, yo. Ooh. We got the hills, baby. We got the hills. That's actually not a terrible spot for him, too. And because we can build our aqueduct anywhere, you just literally just like bada bing, bada boop. You just plop your city like right down there. I don't know. You can chuck a holy site right over here, maybe. Look at that. Oh, baby. And that's got to be a breathtaking tile. It is indeed. Also, preserve shenanigans, question mark? If you settle on this honey here. Wait a minute. If we settle on this honey right here, and we chuck a preserve right here, I reckon we can do some preserve shenanigans around this chocolate hill. So let's, you know, we're already changing our plans. I thought about a holy site. Now I'm thinking about preserves. Who really knows? Ooh, a meteor shower. I will take that unit. Oh, it's right next to a goody hut as well. Well, I'm gonna go get both of those things if that's all right. Oh, I found the other person. Where are they? There they are. We're gonna start trading with them pretty quickly. We're gonna want trade routes with everyone to get the extra tourism. So I want to be friends. I want to make sure we're on good terms. Hey, it's Saladin. Yo. You know what? What's up, dude? How's it going? My name's VB. We're pretty friendly. We like you. You like us. Yeah, dog? Yep. Take that gold. It's a sign of goodwill between our empires. The nice thing about Saladin's positioning down here is that I'm actually wanting to settle up in this direction. And so him being down here, other than the fact that he's going to take this double T, which could be a good industry for us, other than that, I'm not, you know, too fussed about the whole thing. It is definitely time for our settler. We are going to settle this city first. We're going to chuck this campus down. It's going to be great. We've also just boosted the campus because of meeting Saladin, so that's awesome. I also want to prioritize mining and bronze working if possible to start making sure we can chop everything on the map that we would like to chop. Boop. 40 gold. 40 gold. Everyone's favorite. Yeah, I'm going to buy a builder with it, but nah. We are going to boost bronze working. For now, let's go for these campuses, though, because I'm going to want to chuck this one down. I doubt I'm going to get a religion. No one's going for it yet, so if we can get a religion, maybe we'll chuck the holy site down first, but we'll see. And kill this. That should be 3 barbs. Ah, it was just 2 barbs. I was joking the whole time. So we guys still got to kill 1 more barb to make sure that we get the boost. Oh, here we go. Hello, friend. Hi. I don't want to kill you, but we might kill you. It's for a boost. I know it's hard to understand. This is a pretty big risk. I'm gonna disperse the clan anyway. Is that enough for a... Ooh, we got some boosts. Is that enough for a level up? Hopefully we don't die. Even if we die, that might have been worth it. And we got a level up. Hey, look at that. We're cruising now. Things are looking up. All right, this should be the 3rd barbarian. Is that not? Am I insane? It is not. I actually have not killed as many barbarians as I think I have. All right, there's the scout that's almost dead. Okay, we've got to have it blocked off. This has to happen. Name a thing tougher than counting to 3. I bet you can't name anything that's harder than counting to 3. It's impossible. Hey, there we go. Okay, VB has finally counted to 3. And the world has rejoiced. Ooh, Kabul. We are our first meet on Kabul, and I really like Kabul for the extra experience, so we will try and choose Kabul, even though I'm going to put an active effort into not going to war this game. That does not mean I don't like Kabul. I do want to build the Oracle right away, though, so we're going to go halfway into Mysticism, and then get the boost when we found our Pantheon. This is a... This looks a lot like death. All right, Mr. Scout, we're getting you out of there. I promise, no man gets left behind. All right, well, they didn't even attack you. That was good. All right, we're out of there. I'm going to build a trader here. A trader is very, very valuable in a game like this where we want to be friends with everyone on the map. I think this might be even just a bit too far away, to be honest. But what we want to do is get some trade routes going. I will either use it to make Jeddah or to make Saladin friendlier with us and to get the little bit of extra tourism. Or what I'll do is I'll use it in this second city here for food and production to get it up and running. We are going to get some gold from these two deer tiles here. So we're not going to need to worry about gold too much. We also have this chocolate or this cocoa down here, so that's going to be fine. I reckon what we can do is use the trader up here if it's not going to reach down to Jeddah. Ooh, Macedon. All right. Hello. Yo. Hi again. My name's VB. We are friends, right? Yeah, we're cool so far. It is time to settle our second city. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. I actually might want to save this settle. The problem with this settle is it actually doesn't get close enough to the Chocolate Hills to trigger the, what's it called? The era score here. But I do want to try and sort out a monumentality golden age at some point. We're going to have a lot of faith to spend. I also want to figure out where we're going to put our unique aqueduct to get the most out of it. And it seems like probably up here somewhere is going to be the best spot if we're using this one for a preserve. All right, give me a relic. Give me a relic. All I want for Christmas is a relic. A relic. Just why? Why is 40 gold one of the options? Does anyone like that? Let me know in the comments if you actually want the 40 gold. We are going to grab this builder, though. I do want to get this deer tile online so we can start thinking about the Temple of Artemis. I also want to snag one of these cocos so we can start trading for some gold. We also have an industry opportunity that I want to take advantage of. So there's just lots going on right now that a builder can be good for. Make sure not to waste your culture or science early on. This is more of a tip for new players than experienced ones. But we know we are going to get this boost for founding a pantheon, so I can start moving up to just anything else that I might not get the boost for, or that I already have the boost for, like military tradition. We're going to need craftsmanship. We're going to need early empire. We know we're going to get this anyway, so spending our culture on these ones instead of this one is just much more efficient for us. Hey, Zhao! Do you want to trade with us? Do you want to trade? I would like to trade with you. Also, ooh, well, that scout just suicided. Rip. Let's get a delegation in there. I want to start being friends with somebody. It doesn't really matter who, but somebody on this map I would like to be friends with. This trade route is indeed going to reach Jeddah, which I think is the best of all the worlds here, because what we're going to do is we're going to get some extra production for being Iceland up here anyway, because these are breathtaking tiles, so I'm not going to worry about the trade route there. But what we do get here is we are going to get a little bit of a boost to our relationship We're obviously going to get the gold for the trade route. We're going to get a really nice little road here. But once we go into here, if we go to our culture victory screen, a thing we'll be looking at a lot, if we go to Saladin, it's going to say tourism boosted plus 25% for having a trade route. So we're going to want to maintain at least one trade route with every civ in the game as we go along, and getting that started earlier is better because then you'll start building your trading posts, and it's just helpful to get it going right away. We are ready to put this +6 campus down. We just finished writing. So that is going to cost us, how much production is this going to cost us? This will cost 78 production. How much of that do we get for the breathtaking tile? Let's put that down. 26 of that, so that's not so bad. Hey, we're going to get a little bit of a discount there, but 5 turns off the campus because we were putting it on a breathtaking tile. How cool. I really enjoy that little mechanic there. Korea is also in the game. Yo! Another person to send a delegation to. Hopefully she doesn't win a sign. I don't have enough gold. Rip. Oh, her and Alex are gonna throw down for sure. They're gonna get into some fisticuffs. I'm not gonna worry about these guys. If we're happy with one, we'll be happy with the other. They're kind of out of the way. Imagine this Petra here, though. Just imagine the Petra potential. We have almost circumnavigated the world, which is awesome. That's going to give us 5 era score. Now, it looks like we're going to get a golden age in this era no matter what we do, which means we do want to find a way to get some faith in here so we can do a monumentality golden age and at least get some more settlers out on the map. Because it's unlikely we'll get back-to-back monumentality golden ages. And so if we're gonna get one in this era because of circumnavigating, then we might as well try and make the most of it. So we will need to find a way to increase our faith more than 1 per turn. Void Singers is the obvious solution to that. Hey, Lahore. But we'll see if we can figure out maybe some holy sites, maybe something like that. You never know. I mean, a plantation here is a good start, so that's exciting. It does look like we are going to boost early empire, so now we're just going through and, trying to make sure we're not wasting our culture. Relic. I got another recon unit. I got another scout. All right. Well, we'll use it. We'll take it. I have a funny feeling all of this land up here is full of goody huts and no people, which would be ideal. Now that we have 2 luxury resources, we do not need both of them, so I'm going to sell one of them to Alex here for 6 gold for 30 turns. That'll hopefully make him a little happier with us, but also will give us more gold, which we need more than the resource. It is taking all of my energy not to surprise war this settler. I just want you to know that I want to do it with every fiber of my being, but I'm going to hold off because I also want a good relationship with him. Can you imagine if it gets taken by the barb slinger? That would be so funny. All right, it's Pantheon decision time. The settler is gone. Ah, gosh darn it. I think in this game, to be honest, Earth Goddess might be a good pick for us. We do have a lot of breathtaking tiles. We are intentionally trying to use breathtaking tiles and to create more breathtaking tiles. And we're also trying to find ways to acquire faith. So that is quite nice. I think, though, with these 2 deer resources in the capital, what else do we got for camps? Is there... Trying to figure out a way for camps to become a thing. I'm going to think about this Pantheon and get back to you. Yeah, maybe there's not enough camps to make it worth it. The issue is, though, is that we have 2 in the capital. So the camps Pantheon would make the capital very, very good. Culture from plantations is obviously really good. That'll give us immediately a 2 extra culture boost. Is that worth it for the whole game, though? Like, how many plantations are we planning on having? Probably not enough to make it worth it on the long run, considering how high our culture is going to get. Oh, my goodness. This is tough. This is hard to decide. You know what? I don't think I've picked Earth Goddess once since it got Nerf Goddess a while back. So let's go with Earth Goddess. It's fun. It's exciting. It's going to give us a little bit of extra faith. And we'll try and figure out a way to make the most use of that faith as possible. All right, time to finish off mysticism here so we can start building the oracle, which we are going to do right away. I do want to make sure that we get the oracle. There's nothing more important in this game than getting the oracle, so I'm going to make sure we do that. We have builders ready for chopping, so let's, we can't place the campus down yet. Let's go a couple of turns into a settler. We are going to need to build another settler, but I'm not going to finish it up right now at all. We need the oracle more than anything. There's an extra 3 era score for kind of finishing up that +3 campus there. So it's a lot of different boosts for us, which is exciting. I'm actually going to hold off on continuing to scout further on this side here, just to avoid the circumnavigation. I'm going to save that for the next era, which starts in 5 turns. We have now finished up early empire and mysticism, so craftsmanship, state workforce into political philosophy is obviously the next kind of route for us to go, and we are going to make a start on the Oracle. As much as I do want to Sue's Kabul, and I do want to, I'm going to do it in the next era. We're not really fighting a whole lot. We don't need this extra experience. But also this one science is a lot of science, considering how much science we have at the moment. So I'm going to make sure we do that. I'm not quite ready for Void Singers yet, because we still have one more monument to build. So what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to head into Pingala. I'm going to go culture per turn here. I really want to make sure that that extra 4 cultures almost double our current culture output. It's going to help us get to a government as soon as possible. And there's a government here that gives us 10% off of wonders. It's autocracy, and plus 10% production towards wonders. And it's obviously helpful when you're building a wonder. How many turns can we delay this settle? I wonder what the amount is. Because they still haven't settled this city. I think this is the one.
Bronze is without craftsmen.
I think this is the one. I think they are settling this city. Okay, what we're going to do here is we are going to chop this tile out and put it towards the Oracle here. 17 food, 17 production. We're not getting Magnus in here. It's probably worth waiting a little bit for this chop, although I can always buy... No! Grrr. Well, that sucks. That is... It's not what you want, really, to be honest. Although it's a good mine tile. You know, none of these tiles are going to be breathtaking anyway, so it's a good mine tile. We might build a, what's it called here, instead of a government plaza. The problem is the government plaza gives us our law speakers. And we're going to want those. Oh, boy. Oh, Sheboygan. All right, we're going to have to figure that out. I'm going to change to production in all cities. Any production is good production when you are trying to build the Oracle as soon as possible. Industries will be nice. We'll have a cocoa industry in the capital right here. And we're also going to have this iron. I'm going to buy a builder the second I can to make sure we get that iron going for the production. Hopefully we get a builder from this. And that we can get this industry down on the cocoa. Oh, that wasn't it. This is just a fun little game, isn't it? I enjoy this. Hercules and a builder. Oh, praise be to the Civ gods. Praise be to the Civ gods. All right. I love the Oracle. I really love the Oracle. If we could get Hercules done in 2 turns, I just want to make sure we get Hercules. Oh my goodness. Hercules can just straight build this campus for free, which is so clutch. And this holy site, which is so clutch. Oh, that is insane. That is insanely helpful. Oh boy, that was awesome. Yeah, you're coming down here, Mr. Builder. He's still just roaming around. What is he doing? I don't even know. I don't even understand what he's doing. All right, there's Hercules. That's super clutch. Hercules can just throw this campus down without a second thought. So that's going to be an extra 5 science just for free. Oh, that's awesome. There it is. The Civ gods are with us. Now we're going back to the Oracle. Oh boy, that was awesome. I am a happy camper. Are we good to Void Singer now? Nope, 2 turns before we can do Void Singers. We want to make sure we have these monuments done. If you go into old god obelisks before that, they have to rebuild them. You can't keep the production, which is silly. That's silly for Axis. It's a silly thing. So we'll keep that governor promo kind of ready to go. It's also worth checking in here because historic moments give us great writer points. And as you can see, we already have 34 out of 60 great writer points. So as we're acquiring all these historic moments, meeting Gobistan, you know, meeting Chocolate Hills, meeting other civs, those types of things, we are passively collecting great writer points, which is obviously very helpful for our culture victory. We are in the classical era. We're going to go monumentality. We're about to get another 8 faith per turn from the... Void Singers and the old god obelisk, so that's going to be pretty chill. No one else seems to be in a golden age, really, so that's all good. We're going to be able to buy settlers, builders, and traders with faith, mostly focusing on settlers, though. Hey, what a terrible settle. City center on a flat desert tile. We kind of memed him into that. I feel bad. Have we done a bad thing? I feel like we've done a bad thing. Since this iron doesn't really have any effect on the appeal around it because these tiles are not going to be breathtaking anyways, I am going to get this mine here. It's going to give us a little more production towards the Oracle, a bunch of boosts, and obviously the iron that we can now trade to the AI for lots of cash. We are going to want to build walls here so we can boost towards our aqueduct, so I guess we'll just go 3 turns into masonry for free and not boost it, you know? We can also circumnavigate now. There's a volcano in the way. Just kidding.
Let me ask leave then.
Man, these wonders are just hanging out, hey? They're just, look at them. Look at them. The Matterhorn just over there, just chilling. We can also go into Void Singers now. We have both of our monuments done. We are now in the Void Singers, which means we now have an extra 8 faith per turn, which is very helpful. And there's a bunch of other Void Singers in the game, and they love us. Also, very helpful. I am going to buy this cocoa tile here because that will allow us to put an industry down on it. So we're going to have to kind of build the plantation, then put an industry down. But the industry is going to give us more production towards the Oracle, which is a net win for us. Movember! What's up, dude? How you doing? Oh, we can be friends with Zhao, too. Look at that. He's got a smiley on. He's got his smiley on. Are we cool with that? Do we like that? All right, let's go here. Let's send a delegation. And then, hey, you see us by your signs. You know that we are kin. We're going to send a delegation there. We're going to declare friendship. And oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's a good start. That's a good start, everybody. I would like to go in to autocracy for 10% production towards wonders. Even though it's just a small amount of production, every little bit helps. We're going to put Corvée in for even more production towards wonders. And then we're going to get charismatic leader for more envoys. And we got our first law speaker. Look at that. So this law speaker here, what does it do? If this city does not have a library containing great works, constructs a library and grants it 2 additional great work slots. Well, I'm no scientist, but by my calculations, we do not have a library in this city. And those calculations would be correct. So we're going to get that done right away. It's going to give us some extra great scientist points. But even more importantly, as we approach our first great writer here, it's going to give us extra great work of writing slots. Ooh, another wonder down, but it's not the Oracle. This is a great deal for that cocoa, by the way. We'll take that every time. Thank you. All right, industry going in hot, baby. Plus 20% growth in 3 housing in the host city. Not only is that great for the extra production, but also what a good ability. I would have built any industry here, but we'll take that one specifically. And there's our first great writer. That's going to feel really, really good. And then we're going to be able to put that. We have the Void Singer slots, so we're going to use those eventually. But for now, we're just going to fill up the little area we got from that law speaker. How lucky was it that we had a campus? Time to make another friend with Movember. Apologies, that was unnecessary singing, but it was worth it. Lament for Ying. We'll take all of that. That's going to give us quite a bit of culture. What are we doing here for, for culture, for tourism, and a new population? Wowza. In the cap, too. Crazy. Crazy stuff. 20 horses, 6 gold for 30 turns. That's a steal, Korea. Sienduk, you are the best. We love you. Official channel member, Sienduk. Also, that reminds me, we have to switch this city name. What am I doing? All right, who is another channel member? Who's been around for a while? Caznadien. I'm just going to call this Caznadia after Caznadien. Look at that. Thanks, Caznadien, for your support. Is there anywhere urgent we need to go? I can boost this by building ancient walls, but we might as well at least get halfway through it so we can start getting those, what's it called? The Torf Bears? The Torf Bears. There's the first circumnavigation of the world. Not surprising considering who we are and the fact that the land is just connected. But that's going to give us 5 era score, making the push for a second monumentality golden age, which would be very, very helpful. I am going to buy a builder here so I can chop out this rainforest. I just want to make sure we can secure the Oracle, and I'm getting a little afraid. You know, that typical wonder stress that you get playing Civ. All right. The chop is in. Come on, Oracle. Come on, come to Papa. Come to Papa. Come to Papa.
I sprang upon the swift ship in the form of a dolphin. Pray to me as Apollo Delphinius. Also the altar itself shall be called Delphinius and overlooked forever.
What a clutch grab. What a clutch grab. The Oracle is so important in this game because what we are specifically looking to do is get as many great writers as possible, and the Oracle is going to help us do that. For those of you who've never built the Oracle before, what are you doing? But also, recalling heroes cost less faith, big deal. But 2 great person points of their type for each district in the city is very helpful. So that's just going to help us get more great writers, more great artists. At this point, more great scientists, all very good. And with Pingala's ability to give more great person points on top of that, just an absolutely clutch wonder for us. Absolutely clutch. Might as well go in for the campus adjacency boost as well, and the grants promotion. We're going to get both kind of back to back there in 4 turns, which is very handy indeed. Next up is certainly this settler we've been working on here. We do need to get a 3rd city out. It's going to be this one. I'm toying with the idea of actually grabbing the preserve with Hercules here. I think we're going to be able to build this theater square on our own pretty okay without too much trouble. So I'm toying with that idea a little bit. I think what we're going to do for now, though, we do need to scout a little bit farther in here. Oh, we're not going to get the pyramids. That kind of sucks. But for now, we might as well just repeat the trade route, keep him happy, get that tourism going. All right, 4 population here means we can put a holy site down. Now, normally I wouldn't prioritize a holy site with Hercules, especially in a game where we're probably not getting a religion. What I do want to accomplish is actually getting the faith per turn right away. The era score is nice, but we are in a monumentality golden age, and we need that faith per turn so we can stop building settlers and instead start buying them. For those of you who always ask why I get rid of copper instead of just building on it, one, in this game specifically, building on it means bad appeal, and I'm not about that life. But also, I find just the raw gold early on to be more valuable than whatever else we're going to put on this tile or a mine or whatever. So just the raw gold, having that lump sum in the inventory, I find to be just very valuable for us. I'm going to lock in this theater square here just to make sure that we actually get the theater square. So that's good. We're going to lock it in at 122 production. I can also lock in this government plaza here to make sure we get that as well. So I'm going to do that as well. Bada bing, bada boom. We're going to build the settler first, but now we have both those districts locked in at a good production instead of the potential of them increasing later into the game. I mean, Susing Mohenjo-Daro would be incredible. There's already 5 in there for Alexander. That kind of sucks. Mohenjo-Daro's ability to let you just settle cities in the middle of nowhere with all the food and stuff as if they're on the freshwater is incredible. I mean, I'm going to make a start for Mohenjo-Daro. We're going to want at least these bonuses anyway, even if we're not the suzerain, so we'll start with that. If we ever get Himiko, though, that is going to be our first priority. The next thing we want to do for tourism is make sure we have open borders with everyone possible. Even if we're not actively using the open borders, it is worth paying for them because we are going to get... No, I don't want to worry you. We are going to get a lot... Can I pay you in this? Why do you want so much of this? You don't even want this. You don't even want that at all. Can I pay you in this? I don't want this. Oh boy. Okay, this is going to be tricky, but we're going to try and get open borders with everyone possible because that is going to allow us to get extra tourism. It's a start. It's not perfect, but it's a start. We are going to come and grab the grants promotion here to generate even more great person points in the city. We are also going to come in here and add, now that we're not building wonders, we're going to take this out. We're going to get this extra 12 science per turn, which is just incredible value. And also we'll just throw colonization in really quick until the settler is finished, which is next turn. Never mind. Hey, look, it's me being dumb again. Gotta look at the screen before you make those choices. Let's sneak in here and do a really quick, turnaround then so we can change those cards out. Are all the religions gone? Yeah, they're going to be gone. It seems like they're going to be gone. I don't think we're getting one, which is okay. I don't really want a religion. I just want the faith. If we take a look at our culture screen again, as you can see, if I have open borders with people, it is going to give us a plus 25% boost for open borders. Add that to the 25 you get from the trade route, and that's going to be a good start for us to start, getting our tourism going, making sure people are loving the empire, and getting that eventual culture victory. It also looks like we're heading into back-to-back monumentality ages because we are awesome. I will trade you 20 iron for 3 gold per turn. Thank you, sir. What the hell was that? Oh, someone got defeated. Oh, dear. An unmet city-state is gone. I wonder who did that. Alex. He thinks he's sneaky. He's really not. He's really not a sneaky boy, is he? I'm just not going to build these ancient walls. I'm just going to get the aqueduct. I'm just going to do it. No one can stop me. You may not settle here. You can actually settle there. We got lots of room up this way. We got lots of room over this way. We only need like 8 cities in this game, I think, so I'm not too fussed. I do not want them to settle too close, though, just in case they decide to murder us at some point. I'm not a fan of being murdered. We are putting on an absolute scouting clinic in this game, and why that's so important is so we can actually search if we want to build one. I mean, it's important to just know what's going on too, but if we want to build wonders later, we can search all the available kind of scouted tiles to see if anyone else is building them, and it kind of helps stop us, you're gonna die, mate, from making poor choices later in the game. So I'm pretty happy. Nope, I don't want a war with Korea. I'm pretty happy with where things are going so far. Do you want to be friends, though, instead of warring? I'll send you a delegation. Yeah. Yay! Oh, nope, they don't want to be friends. Her freaking crown is, you know, messing up her brain cells. That's my only conclusion from that. Ba-bing, ba-boom! We have, I think it's bada-bing, bada-boom, but I'm gonna go with ba-bing, ba-boom. We have a new city! Hey! How cool is that? What we're gonna do here is, I thought what we were gonna do was actually build the preserve here. What I think I'm going to do is build the Torfbear, though, because the Torfbear is going to give us a lot of the things we need to get this city up and running, namely housing, food, and production. And I think I would rather do that than get the preserve right now, because I won't be able to get the grove anyway. So let's go here. We're going to build the Torfbear. We're going to get Hercules to do that. That's going to be a bunch of Aeroscore. But now this city is going to grow very quickly instead of being kind of neutered by its location for a while. I'm also definitely going to get a builder here because double horses. Actually, I'm going to also buy this. Ooh, can I buy both? Ah, I can almost buy both. Okay, don't build the old god obelisk. I'm going to purchase that. You build a granary instead. Granary? Who says granary? Hey, hands up! Oh, I just put it in the chat if you've ever said granary instead of... I'm going to call it granary from now on. No one can stop me from calling it granary. We're getting 10 great scientist points per turn. That is wild. I mean, what's crazy is it's not even really enough to get all the great scientists we want. In terms of great writer points, though, we are lacking behind Macedon, which is not what we want. I mean, it's just because we haven't actually built a theater square yet, and they have a completed one here. Once we build that theater square, things are going to use the common phrase, pop off. All right, time to get this horse show going. Let's start with regular little pasture, a little 3-2 tile. Always nice to have one of those to work. And because we don't need this city to do literally anything, the only district it's building is a preserve, which we can figure out later. I'm going to buy my settlers in this city because, A, it's pretty close to where we want to settle next, namely here and here. But also, it doesn't need to do anything, so I don't need to take a population away from a good city that's building important districts. I can take one away from a bad city that doesn't matter. I mean, look, all cities matter, but some just matter more than others. I know you're not meant to have a favorite city, but I definitely have favorite cities. This is a wild goose chase. These guys need to slow down. Oh, no. We missed out on Jebel Barkal. Oh, man. That's my favorite wonder. I'm hoping that when this government plaza completes, we are going to get the law speaker that allows us to build an amphitheater for free. That way we don't need to build it ourselves, which would be very, very clutch. Also, a 4-turn Torfbear sounds lovely. Is there anywhere kind of obvious to put it? Right up here is pretty obvious. I don't want to do that yet, though. So for now, I could buy a builder with faith, although I want to buy settlers with faith, so I'll just build a builder. I know it's not... Oh, no, but that's a swordsman. I know it's not perfectly efficient, but I'm going to buy the settlers with faith, and I'll build the builders. Hey, we did get a great scientist. How about that? How about that? Come on here. Give us those boosts. Diplo service and siege tactics and stirrups and hell yeah. Please be the amphitheater. Yes! Whoa! Oh, baby. We're getting that free amphitheater, baby. No, this theater square's culture adjacency bonus provides science as well. Gain 60 science for every great work of writing in this city. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the one with the amphitheater. We'll take that, though. That is a lot of science. And it's going to give us more science. That's not what I wanted. Which kind of sucks. I guess we're building the amphitheater. We're building the amphitheater, I guess. All right, I'm going to take Amani. Amani? Yeah, let's take Amani. Magnus is so good, though. I'm going to take Magnus, because Magnus we are going to have in another monumentality golden age. Magnus is going to be able to give us better chops, but also make it so we don't lose population on all the settlers we're about to buy. Big brain maneuver. Some days I don't know how I fit my big brain into my skull. No! No! Also, there's a drought. That's bad. That is, I don't like droughts. You know, droughts aren't my favorite. All right, we're going to wait for this chop so we can chop it out once Magnus is in. Then we'll put the preserve down, and that will be nice. I think I'm torn on where to settle here, because on one hand, settling on the freshwater makes things a little bit easier early on. On the other hand, I can just settle right here and put my Torfbear right here. It's going to be a +5, and everything will be fine anyway. And then I get this really good holy site, which I like more. But also, if I settle right here, I can still make this a good holy site. If I settle right here, we can do an entertainment complex with 2 theater squares, which, you know, I like that better. On the whole, I like that just a little bit better. You can actually do 2 entertainment complexes if you want to risk the volcano. Yeah, I think I like that just a little bit better. We're not going to get the jade, right? Because the jade's a mine. So, I mean, settling down here still allows you to do this. It doesn't actually stop you from doing that. You still build the entertainment complex here, the theater square here. Settle down here. Theater square here. You can build your own entertainment complex. I'm going to settle down one. This jade is kind of just in the way. If this jade wasn't here and the jade and the volcano are just kind of awkward. I'm moving down one. I'm settling. I'm sticking to my convictions. Oh, we got it right away. There it is. Provision is the settlers trained in the city do not consume a population, which means we can now buy settlers for free. Well, not free. They still cost faith, but they don't lose a population, which is massive. That's a huge boost to us. Lumber mills are the next big thing we need. We are going to need to find a way to get production without building mines, and lumber mills are going to be that, especially later when we plant a lot of woods to make the appeal better. So we'll go lumber mill into universities just because we have loads of campuses right now. Oh, there's still a goodie head on the map. Heck yeah. All right, the Torfbear is going down. We got a good bit of production for it. It's going to give us 5 housing, a bunch of food, a bunch of production, and this city will be up and running in no time at all. Wonders are going down like crazy. Great Library gone. Apadana gone. Temenanki gone. Wild stuff. I like how we're playing this game. Oh, dude, kill it. Kill it. What are we doing? Kill it. Kill that thing. You know you want to. You know you want to kill it. Can you please stop following me? This goose chase has been going on for literally 50 turns, maybe. It's wild. It's silly. It's silly. These guys are playing silly games. Ooh, what did we get? We got theology. Woo! Yay! Yay, theology. Awesome. Yeah. Theology. Oh, we're going to want art museums pretty quick. I definitely want civil service as soon as possible to get some alliances on the board. I'm going straight for Mohenjo, baby. No one can slow me down. Hey, well, they built the city here, and that makes me sad. All right, looks like we're not settling to the south. We got lots of room up here, though, and lots of room over here. I am not worried at all. There we go. Another great work of writing. That's going to be great for this amphitheater that is going down, so we shall... You know what? I can just actually send you here, and then I can just use the great writers here and move the great works of writing around once the amphitheater is complete. All right, we are going to chop this out for 91 production with Magnus fully in there. Then we are going to add this preserve. It is going to take 11 turns, and we are going to be happy with it. 3 turns because it's on a really nice tile. Would you look at that? I love this ability. The next thing we're going to do, actually, is buy another settler. I want to come down for this ivory. I want to come down for this tobacco. So let's buy a settler here while it's not going to cost us a population. And we shall just kind of maneuver our way down in that direction. I want this temple for the faith. I also want this 5-turn Torfbear. There's just not a great spot for it. We're gonna actually send you up here to chop this out. I think that's the reason we built the builder in the first place, to be honest.
Let me knock then done.
Nope. Korea, smiley face. Get in there. More friends. More friends. I like friends. All right, let's start selling some of our stuff. We got 40 iron. Surely somebody wants 40 iron. 5 for 30. What about 40 Diplo favor? 9 for 30. There we go. That's a good deal. I'll take that. So here's a little trick with the great writers. You can't do it with the great artists, but with the great writers, what you can do is instead of moving this great writer somewhere else, we're just going to move the great work out of Caznadien into another city, and then we are going to click the great writer again, and we can now put the great work of writing back in the same city and not have to move it anywhere. Again, massive brain going on up here. I'm not worried about barbs because we have extra sight. I am worried, though, that I'm going to mess it up anyways. So I got to be really careful here. The Torfbear is going in, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Then we'll finish the temple. The temple's not as important as the Torfbear. All right, Preserve is going in. No, leave us alone. Oh, there's a goodie hut here. It's a death trap. It's a death trap, but there's a goodie hut. Oh, I'm so torn. Oh, I'm so torn. The Torfbear, obviously fantastic. Oh, yeah, we'll just chuck that bad boy right here. Easy peasy. And then we'll go for the Ancestral Hall so we can get the free builders as we're putting down all of these brand new cities. The Grove is going to take 12 turns, which I'm not a fan of. I'd rather just buy the Grove. The Grove costs 600 gold, though, and I'm not really any closer to that than I will be later. So what we will do is grab the Grove here to make these tiles just a little bit sexier, a little bit more faith, a little bit more culture, a little bit of all the good stuff that we are looking for. All right, I'm going to settle on this tobacco here. That's going to give me a really good Torfbear on this breathtaking tile. It's going to give me a really good Holy Site on this breathtaking tile here. And so I think overall it's a good way to just take up kind of sections of the map. We will be throwing this Torfbear down right away, right on this tile here. And we're going to get some production towards that, and that will be good to go. It's kind of like having a permanent Mohenjo-Daro in every city, isn't it? It does look like we are going to get a Great Prophet. I don't know if anyone else... Oh, Korea's going for it. Oh, do we buy the Great Prophet? Do we steal the Great Prophet from Korea? That would be so funny. I would be so into that. You know what? Oh, but we need the faith for settlers. We need the faith for settlers. Oh, man. How many religions are there? There's already 3. This is the final countdown. All right, you know what? I'm going to save that decision for the next video. This is a good time to wrap it up. We had such a good start to this game here. I hope you're really enjoying the Iceland Civ. We got the Oracle, which is already, as you can see, giving us loads of great person points. We got writer points. We got scientist points. 8 and 10, respectively, just coming through the roof here because of the Oracle and Pingala. We're slowly starting to abuse monumentality to grow our empire, expand as much as we can. There's lots of room on this map, even though we are being encroached on a little bit. Overall, though, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments. Check out the live stream and all the other links in the description. Otherwise, just thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.